back to the Untold Archives, where y'all just missed the most unhinged conversation ever that will never see the light of day.
That's not true.
For now. Just you wait.
That's crazy.
Catch us next year on our new website.
Website.
Welcome back to our stream. Again, a little unhinged. Don't worry, don't mind us. We are going to be starting session 9 today, and I guess we'll start with a little recap of what happened last time. Our players found themselves on their way to this large building, this large arena. They were then auctioned off. Gael did convince an elf in the crowd to buy them all together. He did. You found out later his name was Alistair Strix. No, you had not heard of him. He then transported all of you to his lounge, which you were able to get a short rest in. You were able to get yourselves cleaned up, and you slowly realized the bar was kind of filling up with patrons, and kind of a full-scale party began. People were drinking and doing lines of some black substance off of the bar. There was a contortionist named Dash who came and talked with Gael and gave you a few vials of the black powder on your own. Later in that night, you saw Dash speaking with Alistair. He looked a little perturbed for a moment and then went about his business. The next morning, after a long rest, you found yourselves, your entire cage moving through the room, moving towards the glass window, which was kind of like the box seats in a stadium. And as you went through this glass, you noticed the sounds of the crowd and just tens of thousands of spectators, some of which you would recognize, some just grotesque demons or devils, and Alistair's voice booming over the crowd, welcoming everyone to the 569th Carnarium Games. You then saw Rakdos himself step forward, this massive demon with 4 curling horns, a broad, bare red chest, and he then asked you to entertain him. And that is where we left off last session. This session, we are actually going to pick up not in a hellish pocket dimension, but in a wizard's tower. We are back with Malachar and back with Torin.
Get off the stage!
In this room, surrounded by runes, Malachar looks at you, Torin. Now, you asked for the truth, my boy, and I will give it to you. It is not pretty, but revolution very rarely is. Strike me with your weapon.
Are you sure?
He gives you a solemn nod. Hard as you can.
Been so long since I've seen this character sheet. Yeah, okay, so Torin will just nod, and he pulls out his greatsword, and he just pulls it back just to bring a devastating blow down. He's gonna roll a 22 to hit.
Yep, that hits. Roll for damage.
I knew he was on our side.
Actually, that is a reroll because that's a double 1. 10 damage.
So you see, as you bring it up and slash into him, you just go straight inward from towards his collarbone, and your sword lodges tightly in the flesh. And as you pull your sword away, you notice it knits itself perfectly back together. A bit hollow without one's soul, but it does have its benefits. I have struck a bargain with Rakdos, Lord of Riots. Make a history check.
Uh, 15.
So you would know that he is a greater demon. You would know that many people have lost their souls to Rakdos, and that it very rarely ends well for the bargainer. That's about what you would know with A15. And he continues explaining. Did you see the vial that I sent with Surgok?
I don't believe I did. No, I was I was preoccupied.
He puts a reassuring hand on your shoulder. It makes much sense. It's hard to lose someone. That vial contained my soul. He has asked for it to be distilled and harvested and sent to him in exchange, and he lifts his hand to display the runes all around the room. He has given me the knowledge to bring down the wards. But I must... Yes, my boy?
You know his reputation likely better than I do. And what happens after the wards are down? If you're dealing with Rakdos, you know doom befalls most people.
I do. And it is my price to pay. And again, he gives your shoulder a squeeze. It's why it's so important that you chose to do this with me. I know that it's only a matter of time before I am forfeit, and you will have to lead the charge. But let me go back. Let me tell you why. I've not always been this way. And he gestures to his red eyes, his sharpened teeth. I grew up in a village near the wards. I had a family, a wife and a child. One night, something slipped through the wards and turned me. I went to my village for help. I beseeched them to save me. And that very night, they burned my home to the ground, my wife and my son inside.
I guess monsters exist on both sides of the ward.
Exactly. They did not ask if I could control my hunger. Not a single innocent life has fallen to me. But this is the price that I had to pay for someone else's mistake. And I will not allow others to be victimized in this way. We must unite. We must show them that the monsters are how we behave, not who has been bitten, who has been born. And we will show them. You will show them.
And we'll follow your lead. There's much to prepare.
I knew I could count on you.
The sooner the better.
And with that, we fade out of the wizard's tower. And around us, we hear the hollers, the bellows of the crowd as we see our heroes in this gently rocking cage. The crowd is so loud, it's almost vibrating the metal cage that you are within. It is slowly being lowered towards the ground, and you see that there are people running out into the arena. Let me get you your image so you can properly see what is beneath you.
Okay, while you get the image, can I...
Yeah.
May I say a few words?
May you monologue? Absolutely.
Okay.
Which is good because I have to delete all these people from the map.
Right, so there's not a lot of time, so I'm gonna try my best. Huddle up, scooch in. Right, so
Yeah, you guys aren't quite here yet, but go on.
yeah, I imagine we're like ascending at this point in like the rickety little
Yep, you're
gondola.
slowly
to hell.
descending. Yep.
Yeah.
Gondola from hell.
So I know this looks bad, and it probably feels pretty bad, and it most certainly is pretty bad, but look at all those fucks in there in the crowd. Look at those demonic pieces of shit, those abominations which threaten our realm. Everyone we kill here today is not threatening our people tomorrow. Right, so let's remember that. We're probably not leaving this place, but we're gonna send a fuckload of those shitbags back on the short commute to hell, and they will not be a problem for our friends. So let's hold that in our heads. He wants entertainment, he's gonna get entertainment. They're standing there in the crowd and they're looking at us and they are underestimating us right now. They're looking at us, they see an easy meal. When I look at you, you know what I see? Lady Gael. They look at you, they see a tiny little elf girl in fancy clothes. But they do not know what I know. That you are a cunning warrior, trained by the best. And I give a wink. Rush. When they look at you, they see a scared little boy wearing his daddy's clothes. When I look at you, I also see a little boy. But inside that little boy, I see the heart of a fucking lion. And Anariel, you may have disappointed us quite a bit lately. When they look at you, they see a scrawny, kind of emaciated, pale, probably really into alternative music. But I have seen you do fucked up shit, and it is unlikely that they are remembering or predicting any of that. And Ken, you beautiful bastard, when I look at you, when I look into that fucked up eye of yours, they're probably looking at you and me and Frost, and they're probably thinking, yeah, those are some real ones. They're going to give us, actually probably that will be a huge problem to fight them. And they're shitting themselves, just absolutely shitting themselves thinking about that. But the rest of you, they are underestimating right now. They are expecting an easy meal, but what they're going to get is us. And you remember that. They are underestimating us. They might think that we are here in this fucked up place, trapped in there with them. But we're going to show that they are there, trapped with us.
Well said.
Go team. Go.
Ken gets so excited that he rushes, like he jumps up and down a couple of times, rushes forward and goes to headbutt Oleg.
Oh, make an unarmed strike.
Yes. Yes.
Perfect. Oh yeah, no, that's a 12. That's a full 12.
Are you gonna try and dex your way out of this?
No, I'm going to receive gesture in this moment.
As Ken comes in for the headbutt, you forgot to adjust for his height, and strangely, his lips find yours, and it is not as headbutt as you had wanted it to be.
Mm-hmm.
It is not what I expected in this moment.
Nope.
But I accept the gesture and I will take it with the enthusiasm that it was given.
Yep.
Right. So we don't have more weapons.
Kiss Finn just to make it less awkward.
Yeah, just honestly, don't double down on this. You did a weird thing. I feel like ever since the whole Haberdash fiddle leaf thing, you've been a bit
Get bird bones.
Expecting to get a room.
just right.
Right.
You all. The important part of that was not the rousing speech. For
It
you
was
as the
obviously
players,
the
it was
kiss,
the
but-
temporary hit points at which
Yeah.
you just gained. But I don't remember how many it is, so
20. I think it was 20 last time we did it.
it most certainly was not that many. I wish it was.
I think it was 100.
Oleg is the one that tells the teacher that we had homework. I'm telling you.
100%.
Listen, I don't
feel
want
like
it to
it
be
was 12.
too easy. I don't want it to be too easy for the Stadium of Demons. Honestly, I'm worried for them at this point. The whole party, there's like 9 of us. Everybody's fully torqued. 10
Torqued.
temporary torqued.
10.
Torque. I also cast
10.
Golden Bond on Oleg, Ken, and Rush, please.
As you try to do that, your collar pulses red
No!
and nothing happens.
No!
Oh, so we don't get 10 hit points either?
You get the 10 hit points because
Yeah,
that's
the
just you
10
just
hit
gave
points
me.
wasn't a magical effect.
Oh,
I was just
okay.
giving you a rousing speech
Damn it.
about it.
Guys,
Rouse.
forget use magic and Ariel's fucked.
Wait. It's a magical bond, goddammit. Poor shit.
What do I tell you? Trust your father. Your father has a plan.
Yes, honey.
Forgive
If
me,
you,
Father
Lord.
Fries.
Oh,
Yes, my
Daddy, can
lord.
you put me on the board?
Yes. Yes, I can, darling.
Thank you.
Okay. It got hot and then it got cold. I'm trying to figure it out.
Was that because the speech was exciting, but then
Yeah.
Ken
Yeah.
did a little bit of
All right. As Oleg is giving a speech and you are lowering, you end up with a thud landing at kind of ground level, or it would be ground if it weren't a metal structure, a platform hanging over molten lava. Ground level as it could be. You do notice, though, that there is almost like a built-in behind you backstage area where you see a bunch of imps running around and kind of setting up for fights and getting things ready that the crowd wouldn't be able to see. So you're able to see out the front, you see the entire arena, and behind you is the backstage area. In front of you now, what you see are the same smiling, sharp-toothed creatures that captured you, and they are skipping and frolicking along the battlefield. You see that there are also a couple human-esque creatures. It's difficult to tell if they were human or elves because they are scarred all over, much like the sorceress who captured you cut smiling lines into her cheeks. Their faces are covered in scars, their bodies are covered in scars. And you see that these creatures, they don't have collars like you have. These creatures are here laughing and dancing and joyfully participating as though they volunteered in these games. As the crowd cheers, you look up and projected over the battlefield, you see this flashing red, almost neon magic that flashes in different languages that says mania. And with this mania, the creatures in front of you begin doing all sorts of tricks. They are crawling on each other's shoulders. They are tumbling. They are lifting each other to the air in almost cheerleader-esque stunts. They are doing silly faces at the crowd. And for a few moments of this, you are watching almost confused, not exactly what you would expect of gladiator fights. And then you see the word changes. And instead of mania, it says mayhem. And an all-out brawl begins between the creatures. They go from laughing and dancing to choking each other out, to gouging out each other's eyes, to clawing each other's faces. And again, a few moments of these creatures biting into each other's flesh. And then again, the sign switches to mania. And once again, they're dancing joyously. They're doing tricks for the crowd. A couple of them have gotten together to do almost a tumbling act of two people somersaults where you grab wrists and ankles and are spinning along the arena. And it cycles back to mayhem, and you see once again this brawl happen, this melee, and bodies begin falling as they are pummeling each other to death with smiles on their faces. This does not end until there are none of them standing. And the fights have begun.
I'm smiling so hard I'd like to join them.
As you notice behind you, there are 2 goblins outside your cage. Rush, I need you to make me a perception check.
Okay.
Come on, Rush.
A nat 20 for a 26.
Hey.
Hell yeah. That's
One
what
of
I
the
feel like.
One of the goblins is wearing your parents' bracers.
You wouldn't be able to see it because of the collar, but I'm definitely glowing green.
Your magic is suppressed as you
Yeah.
see. And these goblins are carrying your piles of armor and piling it against the edge of the bars of the cage. You can see another fight has started, but clearly some staging is happening outside your cage. And as the staging happens, you notice let's see, do any of you speak Goblin?
These goblins are. They're making me tweak out.
You're
Nuh-uh.
tweaking.
Yeah, these goblins got me tweaking.
Yep. I
Rush
don't
on
think
the
any of
cage.
you speak Goblin. I
I
don't
don't
have
believe I
frost
do.
languages on here.
No, I
All
don't
right, so
speak
they-
Goblin.
They are speaking to each other, kind of back and forth and kind of pointing at different ones of you. And they are coming forward with chains. And they're rattling them at you and pointing and speaking Goblin. Are you guys doing anything? They're clearly issuing some type of command.
Are
Only
they
I can
giving
use
us
my
weapons?
magic.
Your weapons aren't there yet, just armor.
Oh, okay. So they're giving us armor.
Yeah.
Can I attempt to sleight of hand them off of the goblin? Or is it not possible? If it's not possible, that's fine.
I mean, you can attempt it.
Can
I'm
I
going
help?
to.
Sure.
How,
Trying to
How
come
are
over there
you-
to communicate. What are you saying? I don't. And she's like very over animating, like trying to like, what? Huh? Like to distract from Rush.
And he, as you're saying this, he looks at you and switches to common. Oh, pair up. We're chaining you together.
Well, why couldn't you have just stated that to begin with? Do we look like we speak Goblin to you?
Why the fuck wouldn't you speak Goblin?
Why would we? Do we look like goblins, sir?
It should be a compliment to look like one of us. Would
Well,
you-
that's exactly what I meant, obviously. Did you mistake
But-
my tone for something else?
He kind of bares his teeth at you. Pick a partner.
Do I roll with advantage or normal?
I would say normal because there's 2 of them, so
Okay.
you'd have to.
you also have a whole stadium full of eyes on you.
Yeah, 11.
No.
As you come up, he jerks his hand away. Those is mine. You can take them off my dead body.
Oh,
Now
we
pair up.
will.
Are those yours?
Yeah.
Sounds like an
Yeah.
invitation.
They're mine now. I'll have you know.
Are you guys part of the arena?
We work here. We don't do
So,
fights.
yes.
Oh, okay. I guess
Uh,
you're not a part of it.
I mean, are you like seasonal workers, or you like from here?
Nobody from here.
It's a temp job.
Yeah, you
Holiday
like
pay.
interns.
They're an agency.
They kind of look at each other. The warlock said they doesn't go first, right? I'd kind of like to kill them. And then you see the other one. Nah, the warlock said they have to wait. And then the first one. But the giants just got here. Everybody likes his pets that he brings. Maybe just a couple of them, just a few of them, just to warm up the crowd, give them a bit of an appetizer. And the other one nods. Yeah, a bit of an appetizer, and begins chaining together. Initially chaining together the bugbear and Juke, the turtle-esque creature. And with a click on the small almost remote control that you saw Alistair had before. It's kind of the same general shape. Their collars tug them towards the exit, and they begin asking again for who are you pairing with.
Right, so we get a quick strategy for this. How we go group up?
I think.
Isn't there an odd number of us?
Gael.
No, because
I was gonna say, yeah, I think the Ward Knights group up, Gael and Ken, and then me and Anariel.
well, I mean, should we?
Oh, but yeah, but Finn?
There's Finn. There's an odd number.
I
You
will
want
take
groups of
him.
3?
Oh,
That math,
and he
that
yells-
math also doesn't work.
He yells.
It doesn't. Anariel's not smart.
He yells in Goblin to down the row a bit, and someone comes dragging another prisoner who appears to have been injured. We don't know if maybe there were fights earlier in the day, but it is a dwarf who is missing an arm and missing a leg.
Anara, do you want to go with Finn? I can go with one leg Randy over there.
Right.
I will accept no other name for this dwarf.
You're probably the only one that could be fast enough to get him somewhere where he's not dying. Okay.
I mean, or I could carry one leg Randy on my back.
It's
No,
up to
it's
you.
good. Actually, to be honest, I feel like we're going to be up against it, and I can't probably spare the weight. So,
Yeah.
one leg Randy, and the pacifist sort of like connected together makes a lot of sense.
All right, so they take this dwarf, kind of pulling him, dragging him along. He also has a collar, and they hook one end of the shackles to his remaining arm, and then strangely, there's a pulse on his collar, and he's able to be dragged through the bars, almost the same way that your cage went through the glass, as though for a moment it has like a non-corporeal form that allows mass to pass through it, and you are shackled to the dwarf, Rush. All right, who's next? And they like rack the shackles together. Meanwhile, as you guys are lining up, the bugbear and Juke are being dragged by their collars out through the other edge into the arena.
Can I yell out to them as, "Oh, turn, man!
Yes,
Give 'em hell!"
we are in hell.
Yeah, I realized as I said it, it sounded cooler in my head, but then when I said it, I was like, "Oh fuck!" Like not the hell that they would like just
Other.
you know what I mean.
Yes, sir. You as well. And he continues following his caller's direction towards the center of the arena. All right. Who's up next?
Gael, and he'll step forward with her.
Shall we?
Okay. You are shackled together. And next up,
I'll grab Finn's hand and walk him up.
all right, and then Frost and Oleg.
Yeah, so should we come up with like a team name for us? I feel like it's an important. I don't want to say that I want to rack up more kills than the rest of them, but I feel like we have sort of more to prove given our sort of background as abomination hunters.
I mean, what were you thinking for the team name? There's so many
Yeah,
options.
so I've been mulling around. I was thinking like Killtrocity, like Team Killtrocity, or like Kilimanjaro.
I do like Kilimanjaro. That's a good one.
Yeah, okay, so it was Team Kilimanjaro, and yeah, I mean, I feel like Ken and Gael, I feel like are gonna rack up a lot of kills because, like, look at Ken. So that's the benchmark, right? So we gotta beat that.
Noted.
Hey, what about me?
What?
You don't think I'm as good as Ken?
I mean, I did, but then I watched you like literally die a bit ago, and I just sort of shook my confidence a bit. So, oh, what? He came back. It would be fucked up to say if he didn't come back, but he's back, okay? So.
Yeah, I saved his ass.
He wouldn't know if you did say it if he
Shut up,
died.
Justin.
He wouldn't know.
As you guys are now chained together, awaiting your instructions of where you should be headed, you look out into the arena where this bugbear is chained with this turtle creature. And on the other side of an arena is another uncollared creature. You can see that it's another thing that you would not have experienced on your plane of existence. The bottom half looks almost human, other than the grayish skin and the sheer size of him. But his head is elephant-esque. He has a long trunk and he has large flopping ears, and he wears a small blue hat on his head. And he stomps forward towards these two, and he really is like amping up the crowd. He is here for a show, and again, seems as though he chose to be here rather than is enslaved like the rest of you. Everyone can make a perception check.
Can I just don't, and then
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Dirty 20.
Oh, God. I got an 8.
7.
An 8 as well.
Okay, I'm
22.
feeling good. Hold on, I'm feeling pretty good. If
Dirty
I'll
20.
get a 7. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, we're talking a big game for a 7.
Let's do this. 7.
Wow.
Ken.
Wow.
Good rolls tonight, y'all.
Anariel. Girls.
Anariel and Diel, my ladies,
Me and
you
you, baby.
notice as you squint to look at this fight, you notice carved into his skin are runes just like the ones that Torin had carved into his sword. And as you hear him speak these words, one of these carved scars begins to glow, and he becomes massive. This form that before was already large is now huge and approaching the bugbear and the turtle.
Here?
They kind of on his shoulder. As he kind of beats the ground and heads towards them, the turtle creature kind of steps into a fighting stance, and this, as though he is ready. He has trained for this, but he unfortunately had not trained to be chained to someone else, and the bugbear sprints forward, knocking his legs from underneath him, and a small skirmish ensues that the turtle isn't able to find his feet again, and you hear a bone snap as this elephant creature just stomps on one of his legs. As the bugbear is trying to escape, you see the moment that he comes up with a plan, and he takes the sword in his hand that he was given in the arena and lops the arm from this turtle creature, freeing it so that now he has two hands to use with a sword. With a crunching stomp, Juke is no longer in existence, and this elephant creature turns on the bugbear. It is a messy show of blood, of gore. The audience is cheering wildly, but in the end, the bugbear too is stomped into paste, and you hear bellowing from this creature, "You are his strongest!" And the crowd erupts as this creature proudly walks back from where he came from. The corpses are drug away, the crowd calming, waiting for their next fight. And you feel your collars tug you forward. Yes, Anariel.
Did you say he had a collar on?
Not the elephant, no.
Okay, never mind. Cool.
Nope, he did not.
So do we
I
have
was
our
fucked
armor
up.
back already, or
Yes, you can reapply your armor. Your armor is back, and you
Alright.
notice that your weapons are directly outside the cage in front of the cage. So you can go ahead and re-equip your weapons and your armor.
Never lost it. We're good.
My 2 daggers and a dart.
You got it. You got it.
Great. Wonderful.
I think while they're walking, Ken will be like side of the mouth talking to Gael, and say like, me and Torin had a maneuver that we did when having to fight in close quarters. He would handle spells, and I would play defense. I think we can work with something similar to that if you'd like to.
Yeah,
use your
I don't.
magic.
We don't have magic.
I think we're going to be able to use it for this.
If we can, absolutely.
Okay. Just always stay either to my left or right side, and
Limited.
call out if you see anybody approaching.
Right. This will be it's gonna be fine. And Gael will, because Ken didn't see it, point out the runes on old what's his face, and I wonder if I don't know how runes work, but perhaps if they were destroyed or damaged, maybe it wouldn't have the ability. I don't know. I don't know.
If only there was
That
someone
creature
there.
did disappear back into the
I mean, Gael,
into the
regardless,
background, just so you know.
a rune bearer is still just a living entity. They can die. You can always
maybe
burn
so
his
it can't-
flesh off. I don't know.
Look, so he doesn't use his tricks, Ken. Like
No.
you know.
I gotcha. Yeah, fire. I would use fire.
Fire.
As you, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I am as I'm putting on my armor, the heavy bronze plate that's like inscribed with all of these oaths from past brothers. It's not lost on Oleg how many of them probably died in the sight of various entities in this room. Like how many of these fallen battle brothers throughout time inscribed the armor with these oaths. Probably the same type of armor that Frost is wearing, like fighting exactly what we are here fighting.
Just a hair
It's kind of it's sobering, but it's also motivating that like this is what we were made to do, was to die doing just this.
Finn sees that look in your eyes and says, "Just another day is a night." He gives Frost like a conspiratorial tip of his head as well.
I feel like a fourth wheel here, guys. Whatever this is.
Finn links your chained arm and like walks you happily out into the arena.
Make sure not to miss, Finn.
He flips you off over his shoulder.
Yeah, that's fair.
As you come out into this arena, everyone can make a perception check for me.
19.
21.
23.
22.
12.
11.
I'm just trying to help Tripod.
Yeah. Rush, you are still so focused on the fact that that goblin has your bracers that it's hard for you to kind of think about anything else. Ken, Lady Gael has never been in as much danger as she is now, and this is weighing heavily on your mind. And for the rest of you, though, you look up to the area where Rakdos was sitting, the area where you last saw Alistair, and you see that the attractive blonde elf is still there by Rakdos' side. And some of you notice that he surreptitiously waves his hand, and you hear a click of your collars as your magic is reinstated, flooding through your body.
Perfect.
I
Yeah,
have a question.
Gail grips Ken and is like,
Go ahead.
no, that just,
Oh.
we're in business.
Oh, okay, perfect.
We're in
Yeah,
business.
the dwarf that's missing an arm and a leg, is it an arm and a leg on one side or like left arm, right leg?
Good point.
Yeah, one arm, one leg, opposites, left arm, right
Opposites.
leg. Yeah.
Okay, so he can still like triangle maneuver move. Gotcha.
Um,
Did it
Okay.
look like they were recently?
Oh, yeah,
in
is it
the
like-
dental office?
Does he
Yeah, it
have
does.
appendages to like prosthetics, or is it just they're
No,
missing?
He has burned stumps. Burned stumps.
Ouch.
There,
So we have a
Russia.
human flail possibility here.
Russia's so
Um,
strong.
I was
No,
gonna
but Oleg
say,
is.
how tall is the dwarf? Obviously
He's about 4.5 feet tall.
Okay, so he's a little bit taller than me. Can I attempt to take off like my shirt and try to tie my
Russia.
my what's it
Damn.
called?
8-pack? What is that?
Quarterstaff? My quarterstaff to his leg as like an attempt of a little stud that he can walk on.
Here, just instead of doing that, just give me the staff and I'll use it like a crutch. Don't worry, I won't hold you back. I fought this morning and I lived, and I'll fight now and I'll live.
I mean, what is your name? Because we were calling you One Arm Randy or something. What were we calling him?
Like Randy.
Tripod Robert?
Tripod Roger.
That's what they called my uncle, but my name's Hushkabana Thickbottom. As your
Bottom.
Hey, thick bottom?
Aye, sir, that's correct. It's family name. My mother's side, of course. He's hobbling along with the staff.
Right. Previously, when you had all of your limbs, were you a fighter, Mr. Thickbottom?
I certainly was. I've been on an adventure or two in my life.
Fucking right. Yeah, no notes. I mean, he survived this long.
You do notice he's looking a little pale, as one would after having 2 limbs burned off.
Can I ask, Mr. Thickbottom, would it be too probing to be like, how are you feeling right now? You seem like you lost a lot of blood.
Dwarves don't need blood.
No, they do.
I think they do.
Not as far as I'm concerned.
I would ask you.
Are you questioning my vitality, sir?
No, I was just gonna offer to lay some hands
How
on
many
you.
fireballs did you take today?
Not any. But that was sort of my point. Is like we're fresh, you're seasoned. I just would rather you don't expire attached to my friend. See, usually he's fast, and that's kind of his thing. So if you die,
You don't think I look fast? Us dwarves is fast.
I feel like you were fast. I feel like you were fast. I was previous to you back when you had all of your
No,
limbs.
I'll show you. And he like hobbles.
It's just not as fast as he usually goes. Can I call you Husky?
You can call me Senior Thickbottom.
Senior Thickbottom.
My Lord Thickbottom. Normally I don't do.
Couldn't deliver it. I tried. I couldn't do it.
Ken's just gonna whisper to Gael, we don't have time to unpack this, but later we need to unpack this.
I want to hear more about the
Go.
place.
We don't need to unpack that later. Thickbottom, what was it?
Senior Thickbottom.
Senior Thickbottom. Look,
Senor Thickbottom.
my Lord Thickbottom. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, our friend, we don't want him to die, so we don't want you to just expire and he has to drag
I'll
around
keep him
you.
alive for you. Don't you worry, boy.
Jeepers,
Oh,
crumbly, Thickbottom. I'm just trying to give you some HP back. Would it be so wrong for me to tend your wounds really quick before we get into Mortal Kombat?
Oh, like, just do it.
Right.
Just touch it.
Do you
Right,
have a
so
weapon?
just hold still, and I'm gonna kind of grab him by his beard and put my palm on his face.
How many points is he getting?
I'm only giving him 10,
Sounds good.
but I just don't want him. I want my friend attached
Just quickly
to a loved one
interject,
dead.
hindsight
Flash.
being 2020. I just realized we've chained the ranger to the paladin. So this is gonna
Yeah,
be
that's
real.
pretty shitty, man.
So,
I'm-
you know what? This thought crossed my mind. That's why I wanted to be attached to Ken, so he could be in the front laying down hate. And now, like, what is our group? What is Team Kilimanjaro
Frost
even
should
want
have
to
been.
do?
we'll
Frost should have
figure it
been
out.
Anariel.
I think I have some feats with the bow anyway, so it should be fine. We'll figure it
We're
out.
fine. So
Oh, sure.
And we kind of mixed up our party. Like we gave the fast guy with the
Yeah.
one leg guy, the ranger with the up close.
Yeah.
Listen, we're just giving them a chance.
that is
Yeah.
that
It's
is
fine.
It's-
that
As-
is on purpose. Let's be real. Okay.
Hey, I gave you the opportunity to choose. I almost didn't. I
You
almost.
can't do that. You were a teacher. You know
Yeah.
better.
As a DM,
Here's the
you
deal.
know what we're gonna choose.
If I would have put you together, it would have made logical sense of casters in the back and fighters in the front.
Let's
So
go.
Which would have been good.
See,
So-
see, Ken. So before, when just remember, when you're watching me bleed out, that you could have been on Team Kilimanjaro with me.
Yeah.
I'll make
We
sure
could be
you
having- You could have been having the best time.
What am someone in chat call it? Team. I'm on Team Booty Cheeks. Apparently.
Booty cheeks. There you go. That's me.
excellent. Team
I
booty
thought you were
cheeks.
Team Tripod.
Well, he's thick bottom with, so we're team booty.
You know,
cheeks.
that's a
true.
good point.
That's right.
I will take the name Team Tripod from me and Gael, and we'll make it make sense.
It does make
Perfect.
sense.
It's fine.
Absolute sense.
All right. As you are moving out, you're looking around, almost expecting that large elephant-esque creature comes out, but instead you hear a strange echoing whinny of a horse. It's unlike a whinny of a horse that you've ever heard before. And then you feel vibrating beneath your feet, galloping hooves just ringing against the metal. And on the outer ring, you see two flaming horses with riders atop them.
Do you want me to drop in something to be? I got you.
Hmm?
Never mind. I'm brave and I'll do it
Oh,
myself.
Finn, thanks.
Yeah, I was gonna give it Finn, and I'll find a dwarf in here.
Thank you. And as you guys are free to move about. By the way, it doesn't seem like the fight has actually started yet. There's kind of galloping in a show. So feel free if you very quickly want to position yourself somewhere. This is your opportunity as they are kind of doing tricks. They're kind of doing handstands on the saddle. They're doing just kind of traditional horsemanship tricks around the arena before the fight. Both the riders and the horses both appear to be flaming, both appear to be on fire.
The feral hog is going to be Husqvarna because I think it fits
Yeah.
strangely.
Check it out.
Gael,
Ah,
I'm thinking middle-ish.
Yep. I cast Embolden Bond on the both of us.
I'll look
Where are
to
we going,
Finn
Oleg?
for where he wants to be.
I'm going to be.
He looks around. He didn't have any weapons because he was a prisoner, so his weapons are not there. But he looks around and he grabs kind of a shabby bow
Oh,
Ooh.
from the ground.
What about me? Do I
Can
have
I
a weapon?
cast
Yeah,
protection from evil and good
you
on
don't
Gael?
have you don't have your specific weapons, but you look around and there's weapons scattered around the arena from previous fights, so you can probably find what you're looking for.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm standing in this clump of people because I just want to give you my vibes and my aura.
Gael, you have protection from good and evil.
On the way over here,
Sorry.
could I have picked up a dagger from the floor?
Make a perception check, or an investigation check because you're looking for one.
Okay. Yeah, my best stat. 6.
Cool.
I found a stick.
You find the hilt of a broken dagger.
I would also like to roll if I can see a bow and or quarterstaff.
Oh, we don't have
Yeah,
weapons.
investigation. No, your
No, you
weapons
do.
because you were captured together.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
was like, I swear you
No,
told me
Finn,
that my
Finn
weapons
and Frost
nearby.
were
Me and
prisoners.
Finn
So
were
they
prisoners.
Oh,
I have a
yes. So
crossbow.
you're,
You
I
need
have
an
a crossbow.
investigation?
I have daggers too.
if you have a crossbow, Gael, I don't know if Frost is like actively like looking around, if you would notice that he's looking for something.
I'll give you perception. 19
So
plus
roll
7.
Oh.
Yeah, so you notice both Finn and Frost and Rush are like looking around for things.
So I didn't even notice you don't even have your Ward Knight plate.
I would have mine's closer to like Finn's armor.
Yeah,
Different.
we wear leather north of the wards usually.
Well, you guys. I mean, like, what's the point of taking the bronze if you're not, wearing the
It's
sweet
awful
suit of
shiny in
armor?
a forest of deadly things, so I'd like something that
Correct.
doesn't reflect a whole bunch,
Yeah, I mean, it just like reflects all of our hatred for our enemies.
You need an investigation to see if I find this bow.
Yes.
Hey, Anariel, can you throw me a dagger? He has my weapon.
I got 9.
I throw it.
You don't, but Gael notices that you're looking for something.
Can I pick up the dagger that Anariel threw?
Yep.
And I didn't even pick up the crossbow. I just kind of like Frost. It's
Thank you.
a light crossbow.
Like,
Finn is able to find a bow on the ground, so he has his bow.
I'll give him my other dagger too. So we can
Right.
do something.
Him or me?
Well, I had 2 daggers, so you have one, and I'm
Okay.
giving Finn one.
It's just a normal dagger, right?
Yeah, just a simple dagger.
All right, as these 2 horses are circling the ring, and you guys are kind of frantically getting weaponed and getting into your space, you almost jump. You almost don't notice as behind you appears from the ground in a ring of flames a large Afridi as he emerges laughing from the floor, and the crowd erupts. And I need you all to roll for initiative. Only one of your pairs should roll because you'll go with your partner.
Okay.
just
Uh,
as
plus 3
that's happening,
Gael.
I just want to send out a sharp whistle and call my hawk to circle overhead.
Excellent. He's been waiting.
Are you rolling initiative?
You may do the honor, Frost, my boy.
Okay. What do you have? What's your plus to initiative?
I don't want to game it. I'm just letting you do it.
Okay. 16.
Respectable. That's damn right respectable.
Not
I
bad.
rolled a nat 20 for a 24.
Yeah.
Ooh, you and tripod.
In tripod.
He's
He's no longer a tripod anymore. He has my staff.
Nubs Kavarna, thick bottom.
I got a 17 for me and Finn boy.
And Ken and Gael?
15.
18?
15.
15.
Respectable numbers.
Respect.
We'll see if it's enough to save us.
Listen, Oleg. I'm so tired of your mouth. And go shut him up with your face.
All right.
Gael, stop talking about it.
Yeah, Kyle, don't be. When you talk about it, it makes it weird.
I've never
Okay.
seen Ken kiss anybody.
That was Ken's
It was
first
an
game.
accident, probably.
Probably.
It was the impassioned speech that I gave. It just fired him up. You didn't know what flowed through him.
You know what? It's nice that you guys will have that before your guts are splattered on the floor of this arena.
We're gonna
Okay, Daddy.
die with our heart full and our breeches tight.
Absolutely. As this flaming Afridi bursts from the ground beneath you, Rush, you feel your staff sit well. All of you would feel it since it's the whole group, and you're not even holding the staff right now because it's holding up the dwarf you're attached to. The staff pulses, and Rush, you are ready. What do you do?
First, I'm going to say a quick prayer to my parents, and I'm going to apologize for losing their braziers and apologize for what I'm about to do. And then I am. Are you good to
No.
run?
I'm good to run. Your movement is all halved, by the way. Difficult terrain being chained together.
Oh.
Well, That stinks, but it's okay. We're still sort of fast. So if I have 37.5 movement speed, do I just round up or down?
Yeah, it does matter.
Okay, so I'll round. You said round up or down? Which one?
You can round up.
Okay. So,
Kind of functionally the same because they're 5-foot squares.
okay. I will run up to this guy.
Dragging Nubscavarna behind you.
And then I will attempt to, Jesus Christ, stunning strike him. I was going to swing my staff, but I don't have it. Stunning strike him with my arm. Try to punch him.
All right.
I might have punched Nubscavara. I got a nat 1.
Yeah, as you go to punch, you go to punch with your chained arm, which you are not used to, and you do miss the punch, and you rack a little bit of Nubscavarna off balance, and he is now prone.
Oh God, sorry. I will attempt again for another stunning strike with my other arm. For 24.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. That was a stunning strike for 12 points of damage.
All right. You slide up to him, although your first one misses and he kind of gives a bit of a laugh. Your second one hits him dead in the thigh. Gives him a bit of a Charlie horse, but he doesn't show it.
Does he save the con save?
Let's see.
What is it?
He does not.
Okay. Good. Then he is stunned. Then we can use a magic, right?
Yep.
And since I rolled a nat 20, do I get another turn, or how do you do nat 20s? For
Double the dice damage.
For initiative rolls?
Oh, for initiative rolls,
Or I just go first.
Yeah, you just go first.
Okay. Yeah, then I will flurry of blows, and my hands will glow green. I'm going to use Hand of Harm on him. 25 to hit on the first one, and a 21 to hit on the second.
Both of those will strike true.
Okay. 11 points of damage plus 8, 19. And then plus 6. So 34 points in total.
All right.
I hit him with necrotic.
As he is kind of laughing at you, suddenly your fist moves so quickly that he's hardly able to track, and he almost takes a step back at this flurry of blows that you unleashed upon him.
She said it. She said the name, guys.
I did. I said the name. It's
the
really
name of the thing.
descriptive, honestly.
Then
all right.
We'll use the rest of my movement to just kind of get around so people can get here.
Just dragging Nubscavarna behind you. All right. Next up, it is our first horseman here, who is going to whip around, and he is going to lift his palm, and you see that a glowing ball of magma comes into his palm, and he throws it overhand, and this glowing ball is coming straight at Ken, who is closest to him. It's only a 13 to hit.
Does not hit.
So that does not hit. So you see that this magma splats to the ground, and he does the same thing with his other hand. And that one is a 22 to hit.
Mm-hmm. Take
Yeah.
I accept.
It does 5 bludgeoning plus 7 fire damage.
Okay.
It lands right in your shoulder, knocking you back and singeing your clothing a bit. All right, that is his turn. Next up, Finn and Anariel.
Ooh.
Carnarium. What is Finn doing?
Finn is pulling back his bow. This horseman is directly charging in your direction, and he sees that, and he's lowering his bow in the direction of the horseman.
Okay. I guess I won't do that yet. I will focus on Senor Demon over here. I need a con save from him. DC 16 as I cast Blight.
He is going to pass that.
Okay. So he still takes half. So let's roll this damage dice.
On which one? On the Afridi in the center or the other horseman?
The guy in the center.
Okay, sounds good.
So what's half of 37?
18? 17?
18.
Hit.
So 18 necrotic damage is what?
Math right now? Are
It
you
was
so
beautiful.
proud of me, honey?
So he'll take
Deeply
18
attractive.
necrotic.
All right, 18 necrotic damage, and you can see he doesn't know. He kind of whips his head around, confused because he expects that your magic should not be working.
Oh. Okay.
And then-
so-
Can we jump across this lava, or do we have to take the long way?
Do you want to risk jumping across lava?
What's the worst that could happen with the
No,
Mount
Finn's a man. I'm not going to risk it. So, what is my movement? 30? 35? Okay, so
so much.
Are you trying to say that men are not good at jumping over lava?
5, 10, 15.
Might be.
Okay, and we'll come over here. And that's all I'm going to do.
All right, as Finn lowers his bow at the charging horse, he is going to make an attack with his longbow. That will absolutely hit. Doing...
Good job, my boy.
Oh, and it hits strong. It hits square in the chest with like a 28 to hit.
Oof.
Damn.
Let's see. Doing 10 points of damage. And you see him reach back for another arrow and send another one. This one, I believe, also hits. Yep, this one hits as well. Oh, this one only does 5 points of damage, but still another solid fletching going through. It's hard to tell where it hits from the flames enwrapping their bodies, but you can tell from the pulse of flame that the arrow did make connection.
Cool.
All right, after that, Ken and Gael.
Gael will. What's the strategy? Divide and conquer, or focus efforts on one target?
Well, we could move into the one in the center there, and I can start with that, and then you can handle range.
Okay.
The guy in the
Does that work
center
for you?
stunned.
Yeah.
Okay, he's stunned.
Hmm.
Okay, so I'll move right to here to be in range of him. And then I will attack. We will...
Don't forget 4.
Oh yeah,
Thank
I
you.
also forgot to mention. Did Senior
ahead.
Bottom go on my turn?
Oh, Senior Thickbottom did not go.
He fell to the floor.
I'll get him after Ken and Gael go. He'll go.
Oh wait, that's a 16 to hit.
16 to hit does not hit.
Does not hit. Okay. I will do a second hit. Try it again. Man, nope. That is not it.
Is
Oh,
We got
classic
on
Ken.
your dominant hand, didn't we?
Yeah, you took my. Yeah, that's what it is. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're really not getting used to this whole one-handed sword fighting thing. You like a two-handed greatsword. What can I say?
I usually do a one-handed shield, so this is it's just embarrassing. This is horribly embarrassing.
Laughing in the tower.
I will. That'll be
Your
my turn.
mind is elsewhere.
Yep.
On Oleg's lips.
Damn.
Strangely supple.
Strange couple. I'm going to roll to hit on the chariot on the outside, please.
Okay.
At level 2. Dirty 20.
Yep, that one will hit.
Which one are you going for, Kyle?
The one that hit Ken.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see, 10, 16, 17, 17 radiant damage from guiding bolt.
All right. As you again charge this glowing energy and send it at him, his horse again rears as this light pulses. And again, the Afridi in the center looks around, like kind of looking up at the crowd, like this was not supposed to be a fight. This was supposed to be an execution. You guys were not supposed to really have a chance at this fight.
Do we get advantage on attacks when people are stunned?
Melee attacks,
Yes.
you should.
Oh, can I roll my
Oh yeah,
advantage?
go ahead.
Okay.
Do I have
That is going to be for that first attack. That's a 17 to hit?
Come on.
17 hits.
17 does hit? Okay,
17
perfect.
hits, yep.
Hey.
Heck yeah,
Yeah.
heck yeah. That's only gonna be 6 damage, but that's still something. And then the second advantage for the second attack. That's 22 to hit.
Yeah. Way to go.
Perfect. All right, that's 8 damage.
You definitely did not embarrass yourself, for sure. It was cool the whole time. We never questioned your capabilities even one time.
The first go was like you envisioning yourself, like you were nervous, envisioning yourself failing, but then
Yep. Had
you
to-
overcame it. Yeah, you got it
to
on
do
your own
it.
head.
You heard me say he was stunned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. All of those
Yeah.
things.
So we're going to go back to Nubskavarna, who is going to take the staff that he was leaning on, and he is going to attack. He's going to attack. He would attack with disadvantage since he only has one leg and one arm, but since the creature is stunned, he's just going to straight roll it. Oh, the dice tell the story, everyone.
Oh god.
Turns out it's
He dies?
really difficult to swing a quarterstaff when you only have one arm and one leg, and he's completely off balance and is once again prone, even though he just got up.
Oh, come on.
Come on,
Bottom.
man.
Well, I'm used to fighting with an axe. Give me a minute. I gotta adjust.
That's what
Take
it
your
is.
time. Take your
Yeah.
time. We got all the time in the world, you know?
Wait, everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
This isn't important or anything.
All right. Next up, it is the Flaming Afridi's turn. He is going to grab his scimitar and he is going to swing at Ken right in front of him. And that is...
The stun
He's
guy?
stunned.
Ooh, he's stunned. Does he make his save at the beginning or at the end of his turn?
It ends on the end of my next turn.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah, ends on the end of my
So
next
he is again frozen. You can almost see rage twisting on his face, but he's so out of it that maybe he's imagining all this magic that's happening that shouldn't be existing here, because he just can't seem to understand or can't seem to comprehend that would be happening in a fight that was rigged in his direction. All right. Next up is the second of the horsemen, who is again going to grab those 2 fireballs. One of them is headed at you, Frost. That is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. So that is 6 points of bludgeoning damage, and then 12 points of fire damage.
What? All right.
I'll do this on my next turn if I do it again.
And you can see that the horse rears up and he continues charging in his circling path. All right, we are back up to the top with Rush. Oh, did you not?
Team Kilimanjaro did not get to play.
Team Kilimanjaro is not on my initiative order. Do you remember what you guys rolled?
16.
16.
I remember it like the day my children were born. Yeah.
No, pretty comparable. A 16, the day your children were born. You know.
Yeah, it was equally beautiful, a lot less graphic.
Okay, Kilimanjaro, you had to get your turn in.
Let's go. Okay.
After you, my lord.
Rush is gonna just shake his head. Rush?
Rush?
Who am I playing tonight, man?
Who are you?
No.
Why is my head shaking?
I got like,
Why is my head shaking?
ooh, that's rough. Frost. I know my character's name. I know what he can do. He's going to. Frost is gonna shake his head to Alex response, and he's just gonna give a sharp whistle for his hawk to come down, and he's actually going to have it go for the rider here and go to gouge his eyes out.
Ooh.
Which rider?
The one up here, the one that hit me. The other one.
Oh, I didn't even see him. That one's behind all the players. Okay, this little bat wing
That'll work.
is your hawk.
May as well be.
Listen, beggars can't be choosers.
Fair enough. Let me get you that attack. A 23.
23. All right, go ahead and roll damage.
See here. I believe it's just the one slashing damage is just the standard for the hawk. So,
All right. So one slashing is not quite enough to blind him, but it is enough to he's injured, and the location is right, and he's just kind of flapping with his talons right at this creature's eyes, and it's definitely distracting.
Give him the bird flu.
back up 10 feet out, just to give him a little bit of range, and then I will use my other attack here to just squarely fire a crossbow bolt at this again the same one here.
Your bird.
Not one.
18.
Oh, Jesus.
18 does hit, yes.
Sad bird noises.
That'll be 10 damage.
All right. With this small hand crossbow, fires landing a solid connection. Again, it's hard to tell exactly where you hit because they are wrapped in flame, but you can tell that you did make solid contact.
Okay.
You have advantage
All right.
for Oleg.
That's Sir Oleg to you.
What I said.
That's what he said.
I know. Well, then to start.
I would like to rage.
Yeah.
There you go.
Get it over.
Ken in the back.
And then I'm gonna
Yeah, buddy.
pivot myself around to the Tafridi. First one is going to be a dirty 20.
Hey,
This is
Team
nice.
Kilimanjaro, don't you forget that. All right.
Team Kilimanjaro. Oh, it's tattooed on my heart. 13 points of damage for the first one.
Okay.
And then 23 to hit for the second one. For kind of a paltry 9.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right, you are noticing that as you are laying these blows on this stunned creature that he is starting to really look rough. And again, was he successfully stunned the second? Oh no, your turn's coming up. So we skipped. Yep, we skipped. And so just this mass confusion on his face, not understanding what's happening. All right, back to the top.
I'm gonna smile scarily. I'm gonna stab him right where I hit his leg. Right where the necrotic damage was.
Get it.
Your blades get all pussy.
I'm not gonna stab him. Wait. I have a D4, right? Is it a D4 for emboldening bond?
I don't think we're emboldened.
Yeah, you guys weren't next to me when I did it.
Oh, okay.
I think it's just Ken who feels bold.
Okay. Then I missed the first attack.
On me.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're always feeling bold.
And
Right.
a 18.
18 does hit, yes.
Okay, he takes 10 points of damage. Then I'm going to use my bonus action to punch him again in the leg with the stunning strike. I missed.
Oh.
I rolled 13.
He kind of snaps out of it and just bellows in rage at not getting the fight that he expected.
Is anybody else though a little bit excited that he's not stunned so he can see what he does? Just me and the DM?
No, Anariel's eating back there eating popcorn.
Just me and the DM and the Afridi
Frost is
excited
really
to see what this
one-handing
thing
a
does?
crossbow while being yanked around by Oleg. So, it's...
Alright, quit squirming.
Hey,
All right.
Senior Bottom, get up. It's your turn.
Senior Bottom.
So Senior Bottom gets to his feet and again tries to swing that quarterstaff. Senior Bottom does not. It's a swing and a miss with a 3 to hit.
Dude.
That. I'm still warming up. Don't worry, I'll get him. Don't worry.
Rush just has the dagger at his chain. Get me off this guy.
You're gonna have to pull a bugbear.
Ooh.
Ooh,
I know, right?
take his other arm.
The other arm.
Frost, if I have to chop your arm off, I swear to you as my battle brother that I will use the arm for the finishing blow. So in a way, you're a sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like, if you use my arm and chop it off, I'm gonna use it to inscribe a new oath onto your fucking armor.
Wow.
I mean, I'll do that too. I'm assuming you're dead if I'm chopping your arm off, but
All right, it is this first horse's turn. As it again moves here and is going to hurl magma at Anariel. Ooh, natural 20.
Girl.
Patron Daddy said I'm getting out of this alive. That's all I'm holding on to at this point.
Patron Daddy, make
It's lying to me.
make a perception check, Anariel.
Oh shit. I don't even know the last time I saw Homeboy.
Is he proud, you think?
That
You
is a
see
D12. Okay, hold on.
See a big old ball of magma headed your way.
That is an 18.
As you are you attacked the other one, so now as you're turning your head towards this charging horse, you catch a glimpse in the crowd, which among these thousands of people, you're almost drawn to one direction by this tether that binds you to someone. And you can see that not on like the upper dais with Alistair, but almost like the second level box seats, standing with his arms crossed, with his chin in the air. You see a face that you have not seen in hundreds of years. And you know that your patron is watching this fight. As a magma ball.
Runs cold.
Yep.
As I die.
So that is 7 points of bludgeoning, and then... Oh no, that's 14 because he nat 20. 14 points of bludgeoning.
Well, this is gonna really hurt, actually.
Oh, this is gonna suck.
Thank God for your 10 temp HP. That's all I gotta say.
And then for the fire
Anytime.
damage on top of that bludgeoning,
Mm-hmm.
16 points of fire damage.
16. Oh yeah, Anariel's cooking. She's great. She's cooking, but she's
Cooking literally, or you
great.
gonna...
Cooking literally, but she's great.
As this lava comes and singes your skin, you can feel your patron cringe as you take this hit.
It's like sympathy embarrassment. It's like when you watch The Office.
The second magma ball is headed to Finn, and that is a hit as well. And solidly connecting in his chest. He's slightly blown back, jerking against the chain that connects you guys.
Listen,
All right.
setting the mood for a firelit dinner. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Right in the chest, ow! As he, again, still scarred, still probably bandaged slightly. Oleg and Frost, you're up.
Yes. My lord.
Okay. Yeah, same thing with the bird. I'm gonna go back to the rider again. Same thing, going for the face. Uh, 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
Same thing, scratching the
Right.
eyes, trying to get him blind. The 1 slashing damage, and then I'll have him back up again.
Perfect. Swooping down. Do they get opportunity attacks when he flies away?
Check.
Go. Asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend. Circle back
this
to me on
one.
that one.
We'll circle back.
I'll have to double check the rules on that.
Oleg, you can take your turn while...
Ooh, my turn is simple. Like Oleg himself. I am going to use... He's not summoned anymore, so I don't have advantage. I'm going to use my channel divinity
Okay.
to use Vow of Enmity. So I, for 1 minute, I just have advantage against him.
Okay.
This is not even thing. And then I'm going to chop him. Nut 20!
Nice.
What do they say about Divine Smite in this house?
Get it.
We'll use a second level Divine Smite.
Man. He was already looking rough, guys.
Well, hopefully he just looks regular dead now.
Regular.
Just... And I roll good on the damage too! Okay, so that's gonna be... 6, so that's gonna be 24 of the Savory original damage, followed quite swiftly by...
Give it those herbs and spices.
Oh no, you guys. I rolled so hot on the radiant damage. 42 points of radiant damage.
How do you want to do this?
Jesus Christ.
I want to, with the like axe side of the pole axe, the like necrotic spot on his leg, I want to sweep and just like chop through it. And then when he drops and his eye level to me, are we having fun yet? And then I bash his head in with the hammer side.
Absolutely. And it explodes like a watermelon. Rush, who is right there, is covered in gore. Nubskavarna covered in gore. There is, it's a lot of blood, and you notice it actually singes your flesh a little bit, as though even his blood ran a bit hot, a bit flaming. And he is out without a single point of damage to any of you. I will have you know.
Psychic damage. We were nervous.
Which honestly is probably good because he had some spicy hits.
I'm actually kind of disappointed now.
Yeah.
Can I take it back?
I was like, I thought you wanted to
I
see
would
what he
like
could
to
do.
lay on hands. Can I lay on hands?
It's
Yeah.
like a power move. You thought you were dead.
I mean,
I want
I
more.
feel like I have to get closer to the horse, but I don't think I can get all the way over there.
How much movement do you have?
Just the regular 30.
Half.
Yeah, but so
Yeah.
15. So like maybe I can just start dragging you over this way. I'm never getting to this horse. Does anybody have like a job? What did he have?
He had a scimitar.
Oh, that's not gonna work. Man, it sort of seems like a. Can I throw my boot dagger at him?
Sure.
That's what's up. The boot dagger is actually a short sword. It's just Oleg's
it's
boot. It was
Oleg's.
Oleg's boot dagger. Okay, yeah, I will.
Wearing like knee-high
Exactly.
boots, just yeah. Let me
As long as we're here, yeah.
Short shorts and knee-high boots.
Man, that's only 15 though.
15 does not hit, so now you are down. I need you to unmark that from your inventory.
Oh, it's got. I mean, I'll have to pick that up later.
Long
That's actually kind of a sentimental.
It goes in the
boot dagger.
lava.
That's
With a
crazy.
nat one, it probably would have gone in the
Yeah.
lava.
And I would have respected it, but I'm
Wait,
glad it didn't.
wait.
Okay, that's it.
Quick
All right, we're back
D&D
fast.
forum. Yes, you can take an opportunity attack against a
All right.
companion.
His opportunity attack with his glaive is a 21 to hit.
Oh,
Bye, birdie.
Yeah,
Explodes
that-
the
yeah.
bird into.
yep. How much you
This
hit for?
this bird that has been bothering him twice. He now swings his weapon at it,
Roll low, please.
and you raise this from a baby, you say?
I said low. Wait.
You,
Hey,
you said you raised him from a baby?
Wait, how close is the bird to me? Can I cast shield on the bird?
11 points. Oh, it's only 11 points
We're
of
good,
slashing
we're good.
damage.
He's got 28 HP.
Oh,
We're good.
wait.
What,
wait,
What do you mean?
what-
Wait. What do you
Fire.
mean?
Oh,
Wait.
plus 1 point of fire damage. 1 point of fire damage.
Okay. 1 point.
Rolled minimum fire damage. You're still safe, little baby
Okay.
bird.
Your bird almost has as much HP as I do.
Could
Well,
you
he's
imagine the bird has
16
more?
now.
I
He's,
know.
he's fine. I'm gonna try not to have cooked chicken on the field, and I'll just and have him after take that.
Bye.
He can just
Thank
he
you
can
for
just
your
go ahead.
service.
He can just go ahead and circle around for me.
Circle up there.
A Thanksgiving meal.
I'm gonna take a little retaliatory reaction to that one, and
Yep.
try to get this dude. You know what? I don't feel bad. I'm gonna shoot the horse, to try to get him to buck him off or something, anything. See if I
Sounds
hit.
good.
20 to hit, dirty 20.
All right, that'll hit. Oh, there's my horse.
For 7 damage. I'd like to try to get the horse's like neck, forward, chest area, anywhere where he's gonna rear as much. As he...
The horse is going to make a Constitution save and see if he bucks off his rider. Whoa, drop. Okay, that dice is gone forever. It's under the table. The horse, although he stutters, he's able to keep his rider. How many points of damage was that?
7.
7.
And that'll be actually, yeah, that'll be my turn.
Oh,
Excellent.
Don't mind
I mean,
if I
good
miss.
idea. He just rolled hot for his Constitution save.
delete that a pretty.
You know what? I will say, because I imagine he's gonna be up by next round. I will bonus action, Hunter's Mark on him.
Nice.
Do that.
He feels his skin, if it weren't burning, would chill of this idea that
Oh, that's
someone
pretty
has
cool.
eyes on
Like
him.
that. I forgot I had spells as a ranger.
I forgot I had
something
spells too.
good stuff.
All right, we are to Ken and Gael.
Perfect.
I
Go
believe
ahead,
my
Gael.
turn was skipped. I rolled a 17 for initiative.
I think it was. I think I maybe skipped your turn because he attacked you and Finn. So in my head, that was you and Finn.
Keep talking off and you'll lose another turn.
So yes, you are correct.
Oh, like I will kick you out of this call.
Oh,
So Finn and Anariel, go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to EDB Senor Horseman here
Meet him.
with both of my blasts. So 2d20s. Where are you? There you are. A 17 plus 8
Yeah.
and a 12
She hit.
plus 8.
Both of them hit.
Okay, cool. So I'll just roll it on here, honestly. 21, and he's pushed back 20 feet.
Let's go.
But I guess into that wall.
You pull him into the lava instead.
Nah, I can only repel. Oh, he goes into the crowd, homeboys. I Babe Ruth this.
The crowd. This is the crowd. Actually, you can't see. It would be like outside the where the chains are attached. That's where the stadium seating begins.
I thought this was the crowd.
I thought
but
this
okay.
rodeo was
Gotcha.
gonna get wild.
You guys, this is like this would be like where the backstage area is. So he's kind of on a level atop the backstage area.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, the crowd is in the like space that we can't see.
Yeah.
We're like in a little suspended lower thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I'm gonna do.
How many points of damage did you say?
Oh god, I think I said 27.
Fair, great. All right. With that blast, his horse rears up, skittering backwards, but still somehow maintaining his footing. Finn is going to send an arrow at him, which is going to... And so he sends one arrow. It hits solidly. The second arrow, he doesn't expect him to be repelled. And so it goes flying to where the horse should have been. But your repelling blast made it so that second arrow just didn't find purchase.
Need Finn
And
to
you guys need to get in sync, you know? Ken and Gael, you're up.
I think Gael is going to double. She's gonna cast, what is it, Magic Circle around us? Yeah, she's gonna cast Magic Circle around us. It's a 10-foot in radius, 20-foot tall cylinder. And are the guys on the horses, are they elementals?
Yes.
Good.
So I choose elementals, and they can't willingly enter the cylinder by non-magical means. They have to succeed if they want to try to teleport, but they also have disadvantage on attack rolls against targets within the cylinder. So anybody in that 10-foot radius, the target can't be
it's around you.
Wherever I pick.
Point where the cylinder should go, and I'll make a pretty drawing about it.
Ricky.
I've seen your drawings.
I want to.
Rudolph's
It's
fucking-
not going to be a phallic.
How can we get the most? I want to center it probably, or we can at least try to get, like maybe right here. I drew it. I'm so sorry.
Oh, amazing. I can do this.
It is a pointer.
Oh, wait. It'll be like that.
It's a terrible circle.
It's the best I could do. This is
a
in my
really
right
bad circle, and then a good circle, and then another bad circle.
Honestly, I think that the black one might be better than the blue circle.
Hey, can we get an opinion on that?
Yeah, chat, sound off. Do you like the
Get on
jagged
Twitter,
oblique circle, or do you like
hashtag
the
which
kind of
circle?
uppity
Get on
blue
Twitter.
circle?
Which circle?
Can we go here? Yeah.
Go to my Patreon. Which circle is better?
Brilliant.
So if you're within that, if they roll a disadvantage to attack us if we're in there. So
One vote in chat from my circle. And there's not a lot of votes, but it is a landslide victory for my circle.
Oh, voting ended after that first vote.
Yeah, we closed it. We closed it after that.
Democracy. All right.
Oh, who's winning?
Gael, anything else from you?
No.
All right, Ken.
So Ken, focusing on like trying to split his attention between the two riders now that the main guy in the middle is dead, sees all this stuff suddenly happen behind him and yells out, "Oh, fantastic, Torin!" and will go and throw his sword at one of the riders.
Oh god.
And that will be nope. That's an 11.
You realize what you just said?
Gaia looks at you like,
So that was an 11 to hit. So I'll just
Oh,
bonus action bring my sword back to me.
Yeah, it flies right by. It's hard to hit something moving on horseback.
Question for you for my next
Yeah.
turn, because I'm going to ask this then. If I'm chained to Gael, how would Misty Step work?
at the same time.
Shit.
I'm gonna say that that your chains would probably prevent it.
It would prevent it. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I think the
They're
question-
magical chains.
The
Okay.
question goes to is her leg tissue stronger than your magic?
Oh, I thought it was arms.
Arm then. That's less strong, actually. I feel like that's
Just
even
really
worse.
Brick.
Yeah, you get the feeling, you get the sense that this this like hellfire iron that you guys are attached with will not be separated except by key. So you're certainly welcome to try. But that's just the feeling you get.
Good.
Just a feeling.
No, I'm good.
Good thing you said something.
All right. On
Wait,
to
Step inside. I pulled Ken inside the thing. I realized we haven't moved this. We need
Oh,
to move.
yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Also, because they're elementals, the protection from good and evil on Gael, they roll with disadvantage on her if they're attacking her.
Nice. Very good.
Well, like, hold me in. Give me advantage.
I'm so sorry, Frost, but we are not staying in that circle.
All right, it is this top one's turn,
Oh,
and he is going to cross the
Yes.
bridge and run down Frost and Oleg.
Yeah.
I would like to use my reaction to attack him with my polearm.
Yeah, I get it.
Yes.
Why does Rudolph here?
Rudolph, get out of here, man.
Rudolph.
Shit! It was only a 14.
Yeah, that does not hit.
Hmm.
He is going to come at you, running down Frost with his glaive.
Come in, Frost.
Why are we cheering that?
Technically in the circle.
A 28 to hit.
Just barely misses.
Phrases.
Honestly,
Only just.
Hurt.
Scratch.
Okay, but he rolled low, so it's 9 points of slashing plus. Oh no, only 2 points. Only 2 points of fire
There you
damage.
go.
Only 2.
What are you crying about?
Fine. Fine.
A nice low roll for you. He does make a second attack, which is coming right at Oleg.
I'm
27 to hit.
You're
Yep. 15 slashing
down to 8.
and only 1 point of fire damage.
9 points of damage accepted. And now I'm mad.
And that is his turn. Next up, we have Rush and Husky.
So we're chained by the leg and arm, right?
Just by the arm.
Yeah, the leg, I made that up.
Oh, okay.
I made that up by logic.
Sorry, guys.
Give it a leg.
Man. All right. Well, can me and Senor Thickbottom attempt to use our chained arm to trip the horse, making him fall off the horse?
It would be you guys are both so short and this horse is so big that you can try,
You
but
might pull us. Ah!
yeah, you're welcome to try it, but I would say that there'd be a pretty high chance that the horse would succeed that roll.
Okay. Well, I can't really reach up there, so we're going to. Let me do that. Then I will. I'm sorry, little horsey. I'm just gonna start kicking the horse. I wouldn't be able to reach all the way up there for the.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Nope. 18?
18 does hit, yes.
Yeah, take this kick to the shin, horse, for 5 points of damage.
5 points damage, all right.
I know, right? Just hits me.
As you notice that you hit the horse, it's actually the rider that flares. You see a flare coming off of his skin as you attack the horse.
Oh, okay. I'm going to use the rest of my movement to get back in the circle.
Nubscavarna says, "Wait for me, don't go back in the circle yet."
Which places?
And he's going to again do his best to hit with this quarterstaff.
Do a little dance move.
Oh, and he does it. He finally hits. It's taking him a little while to hone in, but he finally gets it. And he lands a surprisingly solid connection with this quarterstaff, despite his state that he's in. And you can see that the horse stumbles a bit, and that the rider is kind of pulsing a flaring red. Next up, we have this. Get him back in there. This first Elshari is going to charge back.
Oh, I forgot about him.
He's going to run down Finn and Anariel with his glaive. 23 to hit Anariel.
No, it doesn't.
14 points of slashing damage. 2 points of fire damage. For Finn, it actually does miss Finn. As he swings the glaive at you, making a pretty solid connection. Finn's able to duck out of the way.
Anariel ain't looking so hot, guys.
It is Finn and Anariel's turn.
Just need to get out and see the sun. No.
She's gonna Eldritch Blast this man again.
All right, it is melee range now.
Oh, he's in touch range?
Yeah.
Let me see what I can.
I can touch you now.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to use my last spell slot to vampiric touch this man to get some health back.
Did it?
So Does an 18 hit?
It does.
Nice.
Cool. Let's find my d6s. That will be 20 necrotic damage. And
He-
I will get 10.
As you touch him, draining the life from his body, he crashes into a pool of magma, floating into the lava that's floating below, almost as though he and the horse never existed. There's no trace of his body or anything as he disappears into this lava.
I guess we should head over there, Finn, and she'll start dragging him.
He's right behind you. And as he's running behind you, he's already drawing his bow towards the last remaining. His first shot goes wide because you are actively dragging him forward as he is trying to aim. The second one does hit, and that is going to do 8 points of damage. And this last remaining horseman is stumbling, is looking rough. The crowd is erupting around you in this strange upset of a fight that is occurring. That they these first rounds of fights, you're getting the impression that the collared people are not meant to survive. It is after fight, it's never the collars that emerge victorious. And the crowd is kind of enamored with the idea that you guys are going to have the upset of the century. Next up, we have Oleg and Frost.
Milady.
I'll actually let you go first here, being a ranged person, point blank to a horse.
Oh, look, we're staying here the entire time until the job is done. We're like the Navy SEALs.
What's the worst
fine. I don't know. Well, fine. I'll just
This is like a
kill him now,
this is
and
not
then we
longbow.
can walk out.
Longbow would be a bit of a problem here, but like crossbow, I think I'm okay.
You don't have the feat where you could shoot close range?
I don't think sharpshooter covers that. It covers long range.
Yeah, no, you have to have a crossbow expert, I think.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm a do longbows
just,
over crossbows. So I have sharpshooter and alert as feats.
Listen, you just start thinking about how you're killing the other guy. This guy's already, he signed his death warrant when he came over that little bridge. That's that first one was a miss. Perhaps we got a little ahead of our skis over there. Oh no, 15.
15 does not hit. You're so confident that the confidence does not behoove you.
I'm gonna hit him with the butt.
Hit him with the butt. You don't hit him with the butt, dude.
What do you want to do with your turn? I sort of maybe blew my load a little early with the fleet.
Hold on.
Frost, what you doing?
Well,
Stab him
I
with an
only
arrow.
have a light crossbow, so let's see what we can do.
Just
Yep, that's a 14 for the first one. That's gotta happen.
tearing him up. We got him right where
23?
you want him.
23 hits.
Yeah.
Finish him.
So we got that
2
and
damage.
Hunter's Mark. Hold.
Ooh.
It's a D4, I believe. 9 damage.
All right. With that, again, same thing. As your first arrow sails wide, the second one strikes true, and liquid molten lava, both he and the horse, disappear, sinking back into the magma beneath your feet. Yeah, you just finished. You kind of destroyed 3 different creatures that you were not supposed to, and now as the crowd is getting a bit riotous, they are kind of looking to each other and cheering for you. This is a feeling you have emerged victorious, and they love the upset that took place. Everybody give me perception checks.
How's perception looking? How is patron daddy looking?
If you look to him in the crowd, visible relief on his face.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
I got a 7.
I got an
21.
21.
24.
And Frost, what'd you get?
An 11.
Okay. So again, my ladies, you notice
Rush.
and Rush. Yep, ladies and Rush.
Ladies.
Women and children.
Women and children.
You look as your collars kind of pulse, and they're again tugging you towards the cage that you came out of. They're kind of sending you back to the cage, and you kind of look back at the dais where you last saw Alistair, and you notice that he's not there right now. As you are being drugged towards the cage, Frost, against your foot, you notice in this kind of sandy bottom of this arena, your foot kicks against something metallic. Could be a weapon, could be a bone. Well, I guess it's probably not a bone if it's metallic, but
Prosthetic bone. Landmine.
I mean, yeah, I'll
Metallic human being.
I'll investigate. Whatever, at least look down to whatever the hell I just kicked.
As you reach down, you pick up what just appears to be just a metal rod. There doesn't seem to be anything special about it.
Is it by chance my immovable rod?
Not the one that was taken off of you, but you do think that this looks awfully similar shape and size-wise.
There's a small button on this rod.
You can probably investigate and find out.
Yeah, I'd like to investigate. Just
Yeah. This is an immovable rod that you have found. You are familiar with them.
Thank God.
Can I see the goblin that has Rush's bracers?
I was gonna ask for that too. But I'm ignoring
So
that.
as you get pulled closer and closer to the cage, as you're looking for these goblins, you notice that there's actually no one behind your cage right now.
Damn. Okay.
Oh, what? I'll say damn. Wait, no one's behind our cage?
What was that?
No, we're still suspended. Never mind. I was like,
Or not yet. Right now, your cage is on the ground, but you're making your way. Do you make your way inside it? I assume with your collars pulling you that direction.
yeah, I forgot about the color. Yeah.
All right, so your collars pull you into the cage. The door shuts, and there, if you kind of look down the rest of the series of cages, and you can see into the back area where the others can't. Every other cage is kind of monitored by a pair of goblins. Your goblins are absent at the moment. You also would notice with, let's see, passive perception, Gael, you would notice that the others don't have their weapons anymore. No one took yours when you entered your cage.
Oh. Gael will kind of elbow Ken and point it out. They don't. We do. Should we be ready?
We should probably
Maybe.
leave him outside the door, to abide by the rules. What do you think?
I think that is a very... You know what, Frost? You go ahead and do that.
You do that, man.
Well, Gaia will point out that what is it? Alistair was not there as we were passing through, and that he did our collars. So I wonder if
Can
we're
we
about to
still
breakout.
use magic? Do we feel like we can still use magic right now?
You can test it.
I don't want
Oh wait, that doesn't hurt us if we do it. Yeah, I will try to cast mending on just a cantrip real quick on, I don't know, the crossbow that he's holding to make it a little better.
Yeah, you notice that the wood patches together a bit.
Oh, I wonder if we need to be ready, Ken. I don't know. He never said when we were gonna.
Yes, but this might, if we can figure out a way out of these collars, this might be a chance.
And who's Are we like tight together?
Yeah, you're back in your cage.
Oh, then yeah, she would kind of like whisper to everybody like to get ready, and then like the whole callers, Alistair not being there, and us having our weapons, she would point out that like we might be running soon.
Anariel's gonna try to commune with her patron. She's dead staring at him this whole time.
Now that you're in the cage, you aren't really able
can't
to
see
get
him
a
anymore?
good. Not anymore. No.
Okay.
Does Senior Thickbottom still have my staff?
He certainly does.
Yeah. I guess you can just have that for a little bit. I will need that back.
You notice then you hear the grinding of gears as your cage again starts kind of departing back from whence it came. So you'll, instead of the slow descent from before, now you are slowly ascending back towards the bar. Another fight in the arena has already started. There's different creatures who are playing some sort of game that you don't understand the rules to, but it appears that failure ends in severing of limbs. So your cage goes again through the glass and back to the middle of the room where you are back in a mostly empty bar. You guys can go ahead and take a short rest. What are you guys doing during your rest?
Anariel is gonna pull out her letter and open it.
She's gonna open it.
She is gonna open it.
Let me pull up the letter. Would you believe that I have a lot of tabs open right now?
Yes.
Shocking.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, I know. I know it's strange for you guys to realize that. Man, this text thread is pretty long, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's a really detailed letter. That "the" is so intricate.
While you're
Don't
doing
just
that, is
wrap
the
it together.
tiefling acrobat, or not acrobat,
Oh, your girlfriend?
is the purple tiefling in the room? She doing her thing?
Your crush?
You see, if you look around, she is in the room. Right now there's not a big crowd, so they're not really performing yet. But she is in the room.
Perfect. All right, I'll do Sky's thing first, but I got things.
Okay. As I am looking for Sky's thing, because apparently we have too many chats going on, I'm just going to the Google Doc for it. As we do that, what is everybody else doing?
I'm probably just again praying to my parents and apologizing for hurting someone and using my hand of harm and pleading that I'd lost the braziers.
So sad. So sad.
Yeah.
Gaia will pace around again. Just if the crowd is there, who she could see, who might be interesting to talk to.
There's really not much crowd. There's a few people that are at the window who are clearly like enjoying the show. They have a drink in their hand, things like that. But there's not a ton of other people in this room.
Mm-hmm.
Frost, what are you doing?
I think if anything, Frost, especially after reacquiring a movable rod, he would probably be just sort of mindlessly playing with it in his hands as he sort of studies the room.
All right. And I assume Oleg is probably angrily talking to Finn or Frost, giving words that involve abominations and fiends, things like that.
Something about you can't go as easy on him. It's just in one ear and out the other for Frost. He's just,
Do you need me to send it to you?
Yeah, it's
Where's
not.
that?
I don't see it in Google Drive.
Okay, hold on. Copy. Where's my daddy?
What's Oleg doing during this short
Dakota?
rest?
What's Oleg doing during the short rest? Tending to a very mad 1-year-old.
As one does.
That's funny.
Mischief managed. I don't know because I'm missing a lot of context.
we walked in, we kept
You're
our
back in
weapons.
the lounge,
Oh, back in the lounge.
but your goblins were missing, and you were able to keep your weapons because no goblins took them from you.
Mhm.
Oh,
And also the elf was missing in the crowd.
Mhm.
Yeah, Alex was missing.
are our colors still work?
Your
Our
magic.
magic, our magic
Fantastic.
works, but they still like pull us.
Plotting then. But I mean, well, have we talked about the fact that we should be getting? I feel like I missed the last 10 minutes or so. I think as my rage sort of subsided, I was kind of seeing red there for a minute.
I mean, you were really reeling from that battle before. Really did a number on that
I
horse.
mean,
you were
we
just in the
named
moment,
ourselves Team
little heated.
Kilimanjaro, and we got sort of the same amount of kills as everybody else. Honestly, that's a bad look.
Maybe best suited if you pair up with Kin next time. You
I mean,
might
that's
have a
what
better-
I said from the. That's what I said from the beginning.
You did?
I mean, we locked eyes from across the sands of the arena, and I was like, partner.
No,
Partner.
we were inside of the cage when I said me and Gael, and you said nothing.
I did not hear that.
As the boys are arguing, Anariel, you don't even
Lord,
hear
crowd.
the arguments that are happening in the background because you have a letter that you have carried with you for 700 years. The edges are tattered. The once white envelope has slowly yellowed with time. And as you open it and open the letter, your heart squeezes in your chest. Your lungs constrict as though you can hardly breathe as you see handwriting that you haven't seen in 700 years. And you read the words, Anariel, my love, if you're reading this, then I'm afraid the worst has happened, and I can no longer stand by your side. The thought of leaving you in this world alone pains me more than I can bear, but I need you to promise me one thing. Don't let this break you. You've always carried the weight of the world on your shoulders, even when it wasn't yours to bear. It's one of the reasons I fell in love with you. Your strength, your determination to protect everyone around you, even when it costs you your own happiness. But now you must find the strength to protect yourself. I don't know what you're facing, but I know your heart, Anariel. You'll blame yourself. You'll think it's your fault. Please don't let the guilt consume you. Remember the girl who used to dance barefoot in the gardens, laughing as though the world had no shadows. She's still in you, even if you can't see her. If I could, I'd tell you this face to face, but I'm not so naive to think that I'll have the chance. So I'll leave you with these words. You are more than your mistakes. You are more than your grief. You are light, Anariel, even in the darkest night. If you ever find your way to peace, promise me you won't look back. Promise me you'll live, Anariel. Not for me or for Arendor, but for yourself. I love you. In this life and whatever comes next, I will always love you. Kaylin.
She has like balled herself up into a corner of this cell, completely tuning everything out around her, and is just starting to cry for the first time in a long time.
Do we see her?
Finn is still chained to you, so he definitely won't.
Finn's like, hey, yo, emotional.
But it makes him uncomfortable, so he's just trying not to like.
Finn, the NPC, was standing back to give actual player characters a chance to interact with Anariel before he steps in.
He's back.
Yeah, Finn's like, I've got this if no one else does, but like, I'll wait. You guys.
Busy praying. I would usually be there.
We're just praying. They're fighting.
We're fighting.
As he notices the letter and notices your tears, he lifts a large green hand and kind of wipes away your tears with a thumb. Do you want to talk about it?
I lived 700 years hating myself and the world, and being out there and almost dying and then seeing his face again, I felt like it was time to open this. And I wish I could change things. But you can't, I guess.
We all have things we'd rather would have been different. But it doesn't matter. Because what matters is where you go from here.
Do you think we're gonna make it out of this?
Gives a deep breath as he kind of leans his head to tilt back against the bars. Yeah, I think we will.
I hope so. Because I got a lot to make up for.
He gives you a smile that implies that you've already started. As you guys are having your moment in the corner of this very non-private cell, I assume Ken may be watching Dash. I'm wagering a guess. I might be wrong.
He's really trying not to act like he's looking. It's one of those things where he's like kind of facing towards Gael, but his head is just all the way over this way. He's talking to Gael. Yeah. Yep. Preparedness. Yes.
I haven't said anything in 5 minutes.
You're being weird again.
Right. And he will look over at Finn and try and, like, even though he's consoling Anariel, he'll try and make eye contact with him. And he'll just...
We'll see if he notices.
Okay.
He doesn't.
He doesn't?
He's focused on his boo right now.
Okay. All right. Gael, I am going to try and talk to her.
No, wait.
Go ahead.
Do you want me to get her? Or?
Nope. I am...
I mean, like, as a distraction so that we can escape.
Yeah. Yes.
I like your thinking. I admire your moxie.
Yes.
You should all take notes from Ken.
And,
Professor Ken,
okay.
I believe in you. Just recording for proof.
Okay.
As you are watching Dash, you see there is at the door a hobgoblin guard. He's got deep red skin. He has kind of shaggy hair, kind of some jutting tusks coming up from his lower jaw. And she walks over to him in kind of a sauntering, swaying walk. And she kind of blinks at him through her lashes and like leans in to speak to him. And he kind of leans back towards her as well. And she whispers something at him very flirtatiously. And he says something to her and she laughs at one of his jokes. Everybody insight check. Or whoever's watching her, insight check.
Oh no. I got an 8.
Great job, Ken.
19 plus 7.
Gael, you being female, this is a fake laugh. She's putting on a show for this gentleman. And you watch as once again her tail is doing something else, that slipping around behind, reaching into a pocket. After her fake laugh is done, she again blows her usual kiss and begins walking towards you.
I would tell Ken, watching her do this and watching him watch her, I would point out like her tail. Do you see her? Like without like using my hands, I would like whisper to him to like point his attention so that he sees that she's doing something.
At first, he is very crestfallen. He is very sad to see that she's flirting with another person. But then, oh yes, of course, yes, of course. The tail. I was trying to be a gentleman and just keep watching her face.
She's coming this way, Ken.
He will try to lean up against the bars, but slip and have to catch himself.
You see now a genuine smile on her face, no longer the painted perfect one that the hobgoblin got. At your slip, it is a genuine smile. And she comes to the cage and her tail is kind of swishing like a happy cat. I'm a bit of a, how you say, recruited to be a rebel now. Alistair talked to me about your plan.
Mm-hmm. Plan. The plan. Yeah. The plan. You look like a bird.
Oh, Ken.
And I really like that you're bird.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Gael mouth. His plans?
What kind of bird? She ignores you.
He's trying to remember all the birds he talked about, and none of them are coming to his head. Not a goose.
Oh.
Not the goose.
Okay. Not the goose.
Yeah.
Anyone is welcome to insight check her face right now.
Just look at Frost. I'm like, this is actually hard to look at.
Gael is looking away so hard. She's intentionally not.
I'm praying with my ears covered. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
She takes the opportunity of your fumbling. Well, it is a shame I am not a goose then, because is it not true that do they not mate for life? And she blinks at you.
I'll be goose. I mean, we can goose.
Are you
like
asking
goose.
to goose with you?
Yes. No. I think so. Hey. So, when we get out of here, I have to do something about my brother, but then after that,
Who is your brother?
just a betraying asshole. Likes runes.
Has runes.
Oh. I'm an only child. I would not understand.
No, that's fantastic. I really love that. Everything.
Oh.
Always nodding with like an affirmative, like
Yes.
only child.
Do you if you could help us get out of here? I mean, that is not at all why I wanted to talk to you. I mean, it is. Look at Oleg. It is why I wanted to talk to you, but like more so, I just wanted to talk to you. They
Honestly,
didn't
I wish
take-
we was back fighting again.
they didn't take our stuff, and we can still, do magic and whatnot. So
Yes, you can thank Alistair. He is running some schemings.
okay. Is there any way, first, for us to take, the necklaces off here, but also,
Can you
could
breathe?
we break them?
Yep.
And breathe.
If you want to suffocate, you can break them, I suppose.
Yeah. So that's the second question. Any way you can get us, like, smuggle us some of those fancy bracelets?
That is not it's not an area that I have access to. I could, and she's kind of being relatively quiet because there are people in the room still. No one's really near your cage. I can tell you where to find the bracelets, but I would have no reason to be there if I were. Her very confident demeanor that you have only ever seen shudders for but a moment. If they found me there, that's. And she gets a bit of a serious look on her face before covering it. I can tell you where to find the colors, but I just don't think that I would be able to get them for you.
Hey, don't put yourself in danger over us. That's ridiculous. Why would we ask for that? That'd be crazy. We'd hate that.
I mean, we should ask for that.
I'm not going to do that, she says to Oleg.
Yeah, Oleg, he's not gonna do that.
Gosh. Idiot.
I understand this is your first time in the Carnarium, but honestly, what I did even last night with and she like mimics like snorting a line with even that is enough that I could have been sent to the cages myself.
No, we don't want that. No, that is a no. That is a negative. We don't want that to happen at all for any reason whatsoever. Can
we ask, like, you're here willingly, presumably? I get Alistair, he's like a little puppet boy.
Yes.
Why are you here?
Alistair has hired me for the past several Carnariums.
Well, I mean, like, more specifically, why would you help us?
Because he asked me to, and he is my friend.
Friend?
I think. I mean,
Okay.
it is true that our beds have been warmed by each other occasionally, but yes, he is my friend. I think I maybe.
It sort of checks out. He was sort of hot. Right?
Yep,
It's
he's
like
pretty
a
hot.
natural. You're in this place together.
Yeah, natural.
Emotions are high. I mean, Ken just recently, overcome with emotion, just up and made out with me for like no reason.
I can explain that.
It seems like a totally normal thing to do. I don't understand the.
Yeah, Oleg, totally normal thing, man. Totally normal
in the
thing.
moment, suspended over a pit of lava, surrounded by demonic entities in a strange pocket
Your
dimension.
heart must have been purely pounding. I
mean, my point was it was still the weirdest thing that had happened to me that day.
Oh, definitely not for me.
Well, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, you come and go as you please. Phrasing, you can leave this place whenever you want to, of your own volition. Nailed it. So why would you risk yourself to help us? I get him, he needs to escape, it makes sense. What about you?
I told you, because he asked me and because he's my friend.
Yeah, but like...
Do you not help your friends when they ask you for it?
I mean, that's a good point.
I think Oleg
you
has
like everything that we have been taught about your kind and the people that deal
There it is.
with the people of this place is that you are guileful and foul and tricksy, and we should not trust you. And you are to be exterminated on sight. No, sort of like, and stop there.
But you're also beautiful and purple and amazing, and
Yeah.
And she holds up a hand to Ken to pause you for a second as her very serious face looks at Oleg. You do not understand the choice that is taken from someone. Do you know, when I visit, he used to ask me how long it has been for me, how many years have passed for me since I had seen him. He stopped asking. Because for him, his time here is infinite. He has been here thousands of years, when for me, it has been a dozen. Do you know the ache on a soul? A soul of a child who made a deal while he was unable to make sense of what he was doing. So I do not want to hear from you, Knight, about what you people are doing and how we behave. Have you never made a bad choice, Knight? Never once have anything that you regret? Never once have anything that haunts you? And I would like you to think of that next time you look at him with disdain.
Yeah, I'll pray somewhere else, guys. It's okay.
I just lean in close to the bars.
So how are we busting out of this place?
And she gives you a cat smile, but turns back to Ken.
hi.
Oh my god.
She pulls the key that she lifted from the hobgoblin and kind of passingly slides it into your hands. Not until after tonight's party. Once everyone has gone, he will ensure that your steps are unseen. He will ensure that your magic is still available. However, there is something you will need to retrieve. In order for him to leave this place, you will need to get his contract from the vaults.
So the vaults. Okay, yes, vaults.
More
of
vaults.
course.
The vaults hold the souls of those that Rakdos has bargained with. So you will need to break into the vault and get...
I've never
his
hated
contract.
knowing something that my character doesn't know.
I can't metagame. I
More
can't
than I
metagame.
do now.
Holy fuck, I can't metagame.
Ken will go, okay, yeah. Look, I know this is... I don't want to put the horse before the cart, or the cart before the horse. I don't want to overstep here, obviously. That'd be terrible right now. But let's say everything goes to plan, which it never does, but we figure out a way out of here, okay, right? Okay? Is there a way to contact you, or...
What? Do you know the name of your plane that you are from?
Please, for the love of God, do I know that?
Roll history check for me.
Don't have your rune TNT ready to go? Come on.
18.
18. So you aren't familiar with the exact plane, but you do know that that your continents should be enough to know if you are at least from a similar plane.
Okay, perfect. I explain this to her then.
Okay. So we're not neighbors. But, and she has keen eyes as they think. You will need a gate scroll to get out of here. Steal an extra one. And she gives you a wink.
Oh.
I took vows against thievery.
Break them.
Okay.
Wow.
You break them for her, but not for Torin.
Okay.
Wow.
Right?
That shit's
Because it's stealing from
No,
a,
that
it's,
makes
it's stealing
sense.
from
That
a
makes sense.
from
She's
a
very
devil.
charismatic.
It's stealing from a devil, so it's not. It doesn't count.
Mm.
It doesn't count.
So
That's how we're
there's
getting
one
around
other problem with this plan.
Mhm.
You may have seen another who looks like me, but like less handsome and kind of a asshole.
Let's see if she knows. No, nat one. Absolutely not.
Well, my brother is here somewhere.
Mhm.
What is his name? I will make inquiries.
Sirgak.
Looks like you, less
Douchebag
handsome.
indeed.
Okay.
Yeah. He has to die.
Like how much less handsome? What are we talking? Like an 8, a 7, a 6, a 5? Should I keep
I
going?
mean, physically, maybe like a 7, but personality, he's like a 2.
That tracks.
Honestly, you have kind of been giving 2s for personality as well
No,
so far.
I'm fun as shit. You just caught me on a weird day.
I think you're starting a little high, Oleg. Are you sure you don't need to start at 5 and then work your way down?
I am not leaving while he draws breath.
I will look. I will see what I can find, but I make no promises. Be ready to go when the party is over.
Yeah.
Can you also attempt to find a goblin with some braziers on, please?
I shall.
Thank you.
Good.
All right.
Huh.
She gives one last smile to Ken and turns and goes back where she came from.
Can't wait for to see Ken again.
Well,
Should I
Gael,
ask
I
her
think
about
that
a
went well.
prosthetic leg? Sorry about that. In your bottom.
Gael, looks like you're not the only one that can talk the people up.
Is that what that was, dear Ken? Is that what that was?
Well, yes. Look, I didn't end up with a drink in my face or, punched. So it's a
Ken,
win.
I have never seen you act like this before. We've been to the tavern once or twice, and I've never.
Gael,
This is ridiculous.
Gael, my father taught me many things.
Yes.
But women was not a part of the curriculum.
You see women all the time. The queen was a woman.
Sorry, I should say my own personal interest in someone else was never covered. This is going to be hard to believe, but I am really bad with flirting.
Oh no, that was not lost on me.
You don't say.
Everybody knows. My word. Okay, so we're going to put a pin in this. We're going to table this until we've escaped and gone, and then perhaps you and I, we will have a conversation, a class of sorts.
You'll teach me.
I'm not. Let's slow down. We'll see what we can do. Let's take things slow.
Very well. All right. Yes. Of course.
Who in the world might not have a chance?
How far am I away from Frost?
Your cell is a max of 10 feet, so
Perfect.
That would be the furthest away.
You know what? I'm gonna hold out my hand to Frost and be like, "That was a good joke." I hold it out to Shake.
I bet it was.
Character development. Take bottom. Do that.
Shake my hand.
He's asleep. He's had a rough day.
Come on, Frost. Shake my hand. It was a good joke. You got the better of me.
I grew up in the course. You think I'm gonna shake your hand?
Oh, come on.
Bold.
Come on.
Bold.
Come on.
Just as bold as talking to that chickadee.
Hey, Ken.
Oh.
Make a persuasion check.
No, that's an 8.
Nope.
Yeah. Then I'm going to just I would like to just go to try and slap him on his face and shocking grasp his face.
All right, make an attack.
That is a 24 to hit.
God.
We don't have the HP for this, Ken.
We totally do.
Yeah, my thick bottom, I lied.
Hey, that's only 4 lightning damage. You're good.
Honestly,
Lightning.
could be worse.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
for
just-
for a shocking grasp, that's actually not bad.
It's the most like nobleman's like just a very floppy hand as I just slap him across the face and shock him a little bit, nod to him, and go back
Hope
to
she
talking to
hits harder
Gael.
than you.
Can I use Gael? Can I use our chain to strangle him? Do you think Ole would notice the extra
Absolutely
weight?
not. No, thank you. Actually, let's come this way. We need to save our strength,
Just
energy. For
testing with you, Ken. We'll make it out.
the key is that for the chains or
What key? Oh, yes, the key. Yes, of course, yes.
Careful where you're flashing that thing. There's still a few people walking around.
the only thing she gave you? I assumed it would be a treasured item for you.
It was really more on the. She had that really rousing speech against Oleg, and
And she touched you.
she did.
What when she put the key in your hand, very very secretively.
I missed that.
Oh, you blacked out. Okay. Yes, no. Please hang on to that. I don't know if that's for our chains or for who knows what, but we want to make sure. Obviously, we can't take them off now, but
As,
Of course.
as the night presses on, the fights continue. The room slowly fills up, just like it did the night before, where a few people here and there, and eventually a full-on party. Again, people are drinking, people are dancing. You see once again, Dash is painted and is doing her contortionist act. And from the doorway, then you see hands in his pockets, walking confidently into the room is the actor's facade of Alistair Strix as he looks at your cage and locks eyes with Anariel. And that is where we will end for this session.
Woo!
You guys
Good
next week to
session.
see what are you going to make it out? I don't know. Who knows?
yes.
Manifesting it.
Manifesting it.
Exactly.
For real. Good session.
I mean, you have a
Uh,
contortionist on your side now. How could you lose?
We can't lose.
How could you possibly
Ken
lose?
We're gonna lose.